Good morning, good morning, loves. It is Wisdom Wednesday with yours truly, Dr. K, and I'm excited. I'm excited. It is a great day, and we are ready to do what God has intended for us to do. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Christy. As you are coming on, go ahead, do us a favor, like and share, like and share. I'm excited about today because I have a special guest that is coming on with me this morning, and I'm waiting on her to get into the studio. I am waiting. So, good morning, everybody. I pray that you all are having a great day because I'm excited about today. I'm ready to see what God has in store. If you did not tune in this morning to God's Zone, where we are dining alone, and what that simply means is spending some time with Him by ourselves, and that's so important. So, good morning, Princess. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I pray that everybody is having a great day because I am. I was up early this morning and I'm like, okay, God, how are you going to use us on this morning? And I'm super ready. I am actually reaching out to my guests to make sure that we got the new link and we are good to go because we had technology issues. But you know what? We coming against anything that is not of Him. So it's going to work out. It is going to work out. So as I am waiting on my guests to jump on in, I want you guys just to see once again the Freedom by Design, the intro, and I want to give props to my friend who created it. Yes, and yes. So, I'm all about making sure that we are, sharing with other people everything that we are doing and promoting the talents of others. So I know some of my friends have already reached out to me and they're like, Katrina, who we see what you're doing, who is helping you. So that is my friend, Greg Gissertainer of Provision. So if you need anything, I want you to make sure you reach out, and a sister is always going to share. And as I was talking, I want to make sure that you guys remember, please go ahead and subscribe to the Freedom by Design movement on YouTube. So if you cannot get on via Facebook, you can definitely get on via YouTube. So we're making sure that we are on every platform. We want to make sure that nobody is missing this information because you never know how and when you're going to be blessed. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and bring on my special guest. This young lady I actually met about a little over a year ago. And, our paths crossed because we are connected to, she's a part of a family that I was adopted into. And I have been so since I was probably about 16. But I met this beautiful soul. And I must say, I'm a little quiet. She's a little quiet. I know y'all probably like, y'all not quiet. Yeah, we quiet. So, God worked it out for this time for us, our paths to cross, and for us to work together and do some things. So I want to bring on my sister, my friend, none other than Miss Emily Salters-Kendrick. Good morning, Emily. Are you there?
I am here. Lord, speak through me.
Yes.
Good
We're
morning,
not going to worry about
everybody.
no technology, nothing. We are going to make it happen. And I'm glad you are here and ready. Y'all heard my sister. She already came through. So y'all know she said, Lord, speak through her. So you already know that she's a woman of God. You already know that coming in. So I want my sister, Emily. Emily, I know a lot of people know you, and our friends are hopping on because they'll say, oh my goodness, I see Emily's name is tagged, so let me see what they got going on. But I want you to tell the Freedom followers that may not know you, give them a little bit of background on who Emily is, because they want to know, who is Emily?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you, Dr. K, for inviting me to be a part of your platform. My name is Emily Salters-Kendrick. I am the youngest of 7 children. I was born and raised in Homestead, Florida. I graduated from Southgate Senior High. I have a master's degree I have a bachelor's degree in education and a master's degree in mathematics. I am a retired school teacher from Miami-Dade County of 31 years of service. I am married to Travis. This is a big portion here of my life to why prayer is so important. Prior to my marriage, I was praying to God to bless me with a man of God,
Come on now. Come on.
someone who loves the Lord, someone who is supportive. And Travis appeared into my life. In church, we met in church. I complimented him on how beautiful his eyes were, and we have been together ever since.
Come
So
on.
the Bible states, if you ask, it shall be given unto you. God is faithful and he keeps his promises.
You better say it, sis. You better say it. I love it. And as you said, it's so interesting. I'm like, here we are with the parallels. So Frank and I, we met when we were younger, and he was my first boyfriend. But when my son got hurt, Frank followed football, and he called me and checked on him. And he was like, "Oh, I'll come by and see him after playing golf." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." And I was like, "I play golf." He said, "You play golf?" I'm like, "Yeah." And we went and played golf and never separated since that day. So,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
awesome.
God to put his hands in it, won't it? All you have to do, like you said, is just ask, just ask. So, Emily, and we also have in common that we're both educators. So, and I'm like, this girl got a math mind. Math is not my thing. That is not me. I'm all over the place, but I can be straight in the line. But Emily, you are a retired educator, are you not?
Yes, I am.
You look
Yes.
too young to be retired. What's that? Talk to us. What's going on? How you retire so early, girl?
Actually, I started working at an early age. I started working at night. If I tell you, you'll know my age. But anyway, I started working at an early age. I served with the system for 31 years,
Okay. Wow.
and I've done everything that I can possibly do in reaching the children as much as I possibly could. And now it's time for me to venture out and do something different. So I did serve the purpose. I was there. I educated minds. I have students who come to me, students who I have taught when I first started teaching. They come to me, they still remember me, telling me, "Oh, you still look the same. You haven't changed." So it's God. It's not me. It's the God in me that has me
Say
the
it.
way that
I
I am.
love it. I love it. You know, it's
Okay.
nothing like being at a restaurant sitting somewhere and the student walks up and you like, you remember me? And they're like, yeah, you look the same because hey, that the melanin is definitely popping. So with that being said, in every season of our life, God gives us exactly what I need. I'm a true believer in that. So in your 31 years in education, you were able to touch the lives of children, your colleagues, supervisors, people all around you in a variety of capacities. But you said something very critical that I caught. You said, now is your time. And you know what? When we are faithful, as you have been, you know, God will definitely give us our time. But as you transition from education, I think you picked up another niche, another knack for something like what? Because what did you think you were going to be doing after retirement, and what are you doing?
Okay, first of all, after retirement, I thought, and I still believe, not just thought, but I believe I will take another journey. And this journey happens to be exactly what you are doing, and that's real estate. So
Come on.
I am looking forward to doing that. And in the meantime, I adopted a hobby, and that hobby is embellishing shoes. So I never thought I would do any of this. During the pandemic, there was absolutely nothing to do. So I decided to YouTube to see if I could find a DIY of something that I would be interested in. And I saw the shoes and I said, okay, I'll try this. My very first pair was made for my granddaughter's fourth birthday. So I
Mhm.
did, it was decent work. So the second pair was for my second granddaughter, which was decent work. And from then on, I continue working on it, and I am much better at what I do. And I like
Mm.
to also mention my children and my grandchildren. Okay. I have a daughter and a son who have blessed me with three beautiful grandchildren. I enjoy doing cooking activities with them, attending my grandson's football games, and traveling. Um, these are things that I love to do. My grandchildren are very dear to me, and this is how I address them to my children. My
Amen.
grandchildren are my favorite children. I wish I would have had them first.
I know that shakes stuff up when you say that. They
Yes.
probably looking like, what? But Emily, I want to let them see. Let me show them real quick.
Oh,
So
wow.
guys, you're able to see some of her work. I want you to really look at this. And y'all know I'm partial, so I apologize in advance that yes, I got UM because we love University of Miami. And then of course I'm an AKA. So I pulled the pictures that I like, but I got some red in the middle, y'all. I have some red in the middle. So if you want to be blessed by the hands of Emily Salters-Kendrick, guys, I want you to follow Emily on Instagram. I put her information up there. I want you to follow her on Facebook because you never know how God is going to use you, how he is going to bless you, or what you're going to be doing at any point in your life. We don't know, but he knows. So
He
as
knows.
you were talking, Emily, what I heard you say is you did education, and as you transition to education, you're looking to go into the field of real estate. And then you said, okay, in the pandemic, I was trying to find something to do and I started embellishing shoes. And, I'm a firm believer that everything we need is already inside of us and it's in our
Absolutely.
house. In
Absolutely.
this season, so many people are trying to figure it out and they're like, okay, I need to just go, let me go out here and find what that thing is for me to do. But everything we need is in us. We have to take a look on the inside and get still and quiet with him and meditate and even pray and say, God, how do you want to use me? Not what do I want to do? So as you talk about real estate coming from education, that aligns up because once again, you will be teaching, you will be coaching, you will be showing, educating people on the process of home buying. You will get to interact with people. You are going to impact people's lives in such a profound way because buying a house and getting married, those are some stressful situations. And just with your calming presence and your background, and I already know that you're gonna do your due diligence with your clients, you'll be able to calm them down when they're in that place of peace. But then you transition and you said, I was trying to find something to do in the pandemic, and I went to YouTube and I said, let me look at a DIY. So many people are sitting and waiting on it to come and knock on their door. Once again, it was already in your house. You took the time to say, let me go ahead and let me YouTube this thing. And you worked on what was a hobby, which now is bringing in abundance into your storehouse through you started with your favorite children and
Right.
doing it for them because
Right.
hey, in the beginning of anything I've noticed we're going to have to give of ourselves. We're going to have to sow some stuff. We're not going to be rich all at one time, but you are rich in love because you were doing it for the right reason. So I'm excited about the fact that you will be transitioning into real estate and that you'll be $1 million real estate face in addition
Yes.
to
Speak it in existence.
yeah, girl, I'm telling you, with your name, your face, and your presence, and everybody that's following you. I actually saw on Instagram when they honored you when you were retiring. I could see the love from your colleagues, from your students, not even wanting to let go. And just
Right.
hearing you speak as a woman of God, it makes perfect sense because you came right on and you gave honor to God and to your husband and
Yes.
then your children. You put that thing in order, which is critical and important. So tell us a little bit about because you attend a church in Miami, am I correct?
Yes. Yes. I attend St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church, which is located in Perrine, Florida, under the leadership of Pastor Robert Brooks, an amazing man. He's definitely after God's own heart.
Yes.
And I just enjoy serving under his leadership. I do several things in the church. It's not, well, a few things in which those few things are going to grow into many things. I serve on the hospitality committee. Um, I now they have volunteers, so they put me in position to seek volunteers to do different ministries in the church. it's just a blessing to be where I am. And if I continue, in which I know I will, God will elevate me even more.
That there's that word again, serve, serve. And yeah, I know Pastor Brooks, he is a awesome person. So you are covered, you are under the right person doing great things. So I'm excited, Emily, about what's happening in your life and through your life. If you had to tell your younger self something, what would you tell her at this point?
Just to trust God and let Him lead and guide you. Because, of course, when we are young, sometimes we just don't have God. God is in us, but we just don't know how to bring it out.
Come
But
on now.
what we need to do is just allow God to use us, and everything will fall in place. No matter what you ask for, like the Bible speaks, it shall be given to you. But you have to trust, you have to believe, and you have to know that God is God, and God is who He say He is. He's a provider. He'll do anything for you. So you just have to believe and have faith.
Amen. As you were talking, I had the scripture up for the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And I see my sister Shanita on here, and Shanita she in the 305 as well. She was like, that's it, just trust God. And it seems so simple. It's simple enough, and we get it now at this point in our lives. But when we were growing up, it seems like we had to run and had to go and had to do and had to be. And once again, it comes back to it's already here. We don't have to go look for it. He's already planted it
It's
in us
there.
because he knew about today. He knew what we were going to need. He knew that you would be able to retire early. There are so many people, Emily, who can't even retire. People, they have to keep working, that
Right.
you'd be able to retire, you be married to a man of God, you be able to travel, spend time with your grandchildren and your children, being able to be a blessing to them. And, so many people take it for granted, but we can't take it for granted. We have to make sure that we're focused. So in you, my sister, I hear it, I can see it coming through. As you came on this morning, I saw the light. I'm like, here's her smile. She's like, this computer not working right. I'm like, but you look good. We're excited. We're ready to go. So don't worry about it. And I see somebody, my mom came on talking about, yes, those grands are everything.
They
But
are.
not your favorite. I'm your favorite.
Those grants are
Yes,
my
yes,
favorite.
indeed. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, family, again, for those who came on at the tail end, I want you to make sure you go ahead and follow my sister. You see her IG information and you see her Facebook information. I'm going to also, again, let you see how she can bless you with her hands, because she started something as a hobby, and her hobby now is going all over the world. So it's not just in Miami. She will ship your shoes to you. She'll work with you with your vision. So it's not just, oh, can I get a red shoe with just red pearls and bling? She actually customizes it. She'll put your name on it. She puts characters on it for children. So I want you to make sure that you support my sister. You guys saw me with my shoes, and everywhere that we were walking, my husband and I at the game, people were stopping us. Yes, they were like, who is that? So I'm excited. Yes, yes, it's all about the you. I see Angela is saying retirement, real estate, yes, blessing on blessings, because I think somebody else needed that word, because they're trying to do things in just that order. Because when we retire, we're not done. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going, because God always has something in store for us. So, Emily, I'm excited and grateful and thankful that you have found your purpose and you're walking in it. You're an inspiration to those around you and just able to be a blessing. So, if you did you have anything that you wanted to share with the Freedom by Design movement before we get off as we close? Because we're already at the top of the hour. We don't have, I mean, top of the hour. We don't have too
Are
much
we
fun
really?
already.
Wow. Already. Well, I just want everyone to know how great God is, and if you just trust in Him, what He would do in your life. I have had challenges in my life, and God has always been evident. In 2019, my mom became ill. She was in the hospital. She had developed a wound that was, oh my gosh, It was so huge.
Mm.
And I never thought I had enough courage to help her with this wound. But God had already emboldened me that this is something that you can do. I didn't think I can do it. He allowed me to go through this. He allowed me to be able to change this wound with the help of him, of course, and the nurses. I was able to do it. So I know I watched this wound from a huge ball into something that is very small and now closed. And I know it is the work of God, because me alone, I know I couldn't do it. The nurses could not do it. So it had to have been the help of God. He really had it instilled in me that you can do this.
Come on.
So never think that you cannot do anything. If you just lean and trust on him, I promise you, it will happen. It will happen. And I also had another challenge, and it was this year. And this challenge was losing my brother. He and I
Mm.
were very close. I didn't think I can get through this.
Come
And
on.
speaking to you right now, I'm teary eyed. I
Come
didn't think I can get through this. But again, I leaned on God, and
on.
He
Mm.
brought me through this. There's not a day that I don't think about Him. He and I, like I said, we were very, very close. And for me to be sitting here and to be still standing, I know it's God. I know
Mm.
it's Him. So I
Yeah.
say to everyone, just trust, believe. God is real.
I love it.
Okay, I think
You
I
know, you good. Hey, we do not, when the Holy Spirit takes over, we don't try to do it cute. We don't try, we just let him have his way. And this morning, when you and I were praying before we got on, I told you it was going to be somebody may be on here live, somebody that might hear it later, but we never know. And when you said retire, remember I posted up there, retire, real estate, blah,
yes,
blah, 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 blah. My one of our followers, she was like, yes. And now, same person, she's like, OMG, when you started talking about your mom, OMG, that's what I'm going through with my dad. This call was for me. Thank you. So we can never discount our testimony. And, you know, even sometimes when we're like, well, everybody, I know I'm one of those. I tell my husband, everybody don't need to know everything. But
right,
then God pricks my heart and say, but you need to let people know what I tell you they need to know, because somebody is looking, somebody is watching, and they're saying, you know what, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. And he was like, you have to be able to share what you have going on so that they can know I'm gonna make it through this, so that they can
right,
know, as my sister Shanita is saying right here, that God is your strength. You can do all things through him, really and truly,
absolutely,
even when it's not looking like what you feel like it should look like. He is still at work. When we see people going through situations and it's like, I don't understand how they were able to move in that thing that way, because it wouldn't have worked for me. You're right. In the natural, it wouldn't work for you. But when God is in it, it's all working out. Everything is working out because it's working out for his good through us, even when we don't understand. When we're looking at it and we're like, well, this look funny. There's no way I'll be able to do that. And now we're going to probably go a little bit over, but in my mind, I feel like I need to say this. There are some people out there who have family members, loved ones that they need to take care of, that they're supposed to take care of, or they're afraid they're getting ready to embark on that journey. And they're like, I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Well, you just heard my sister speak, and she said she didn't know if she could, but she turned that thing over to God, and God walked her through. He held her hand, just like Moses. You know, when we gonna need somebody to hold, who gonna hold our hands up? Who gonna make sure that we do? Who's gonna you find you some people who gonna stand on the side of you and who gonna hold your hands up so that this thing can get done, because you can do it. And I see Nanette saying, when God is in it, absolutely, he'll give us that strength that we need to make this thing work out. So I thank you. And I know that you're still going through the healing process and grieving process as it relates to your brother. We definitely send our sincerest condolences for your loss, because, you know, Emily, as much as I don't know all about you, I know a little bit about you. I can see that you are the rock. I can see that you are that cornerstone. You are that person that is all, so much is on your shoulders, and God is saying, I got you. I'm gonna hold
Yeah.
your hands up. I got you. As long as you letting me hold your hands up, we got the victory. The minute we try to do it in our own might, that's when it looks different. So I'm so grateful and thankful that that was the last comment that you made, because somebody needed to hear that. We just never know. And before I close out, did you have anything else? Because I don't want to not be obedient and allow you to say what needs to be said on your heart.
I think I've said everything that was on my heart for today.
Amen.
And again, I thank you so much for allowing me to be on your platform.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, family, again, this is our friend, Miss Emily Peaches Salters. And we didn't even get into the peaches part because I know it's a story there. So, we're going to leave that right there. So,
Well,
make
if you
sure
want to know about the peaches, I can share it.
go ahead, girl, because I want to know. I'm like, peaches, come on.
Okay, when my mother was pregnant with me, she ate a lot of peaches. So during that time, they didn't have ultrasounds or anything of that nature. So her cousin, which is a female, said to her, if this child becomes, if it's a girl, I am going to give her the nickname of Peaches because of all the peaches you have eaten. And that's where peaches have come from.
I love it. I love it. So, hey, y'all, she is not no Georgia peach. She is straight out of Miami-Dade County, and y'all heard it right here from her. So,
Right,
hey, she was already gonna be peaches because mom
right.
was killing the peaches game when she was in her womb. So, hey,
Yes.
that's a whole nother thing right there. So, Emily, thank you for joining us. I look forward to chatting with you soon. God bless you, my sister.
Thank you.
So, family, I am super excited. Thank you all for tuning in on this morning and tuning in and just listening as my sister Emily and I have a conversation. You never know how powerful your walk is, what it means to somebody else. So don't ever discount your testimony, because everything we've been through in life is for a reason. Everything we're going through right now, it's for a reason. No matter what season that you are in, know that this season was ordained by God. So don't try to run through it if it's not the kind of season that you want it to be. Sit down, take a minute, breathe in, and ask God, what are you trying to teach me in this season? What strategies are you giving me? What gifts are you revealing to me? Because it's already down inside of you. He's already left it there for us. It's planted. So whatever it is, take time for the season that you're in. Stop trying to rush it. Glean some information. Say, Lord, I need to get in a quiet place. I need you to tell me, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? My sister just talked about various points in her life and just where she is. You all have heard it right here. So she sounds like she's a Georgia Peach. She not no Georgia Peach. She is at Miami-Dade County from the Sunshine State. So yes, 305 and 786. So I love you, family, and I look forward to seeing you on Freedom Friday. Thank you again for tuning in. And one more time, let me let you guys see my sister's work. So if you need to get your shoes embellished, please reach out to her. Please reach out to her. Again, her information and her platforms are right here on IG, Emily Peaches Salters, Facebook, Emily Peaches Salters again. So make sure that you reach out to her and go ahead and be blessed. So, family, that is what I have for you guys today. I'm excited. I look forward to seeing you on Freedom Friday. And hey, remember to go ahead to our YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe and share it with a friend so that they can see the message. We have over 100 different messages, different topics and titles that's guaranteed to bless somebody. So I love you, family. And God has asked me to do 3 things: to engage, encourage, and empower. On today, I feel that like that has been accomplished. So we're going to go ahead and you have a blessed day. And I see you on Friday at 7:30. Bye-bye.